doesn't matter today. Tim Horton picks up the win at Las Vegas.
What? I'm tired of a man. He's got a floor. No, he's not going to make it. Hillary Sanchez wins. He'll be the first playoff driver to win in the postseason. And she will advance to the round of 6.
He's just going to run out of time. Out of turn 4, Dylan Young is going to win at Lucas Oil. Cost him the win, and it's likely going to cost him a playoff point too. Dylan Young, though, gets his second win of the season here at Martinsville.
He's going to have to really dive it in to make something happen. It does look like it. So Devin Blue. Small team comes out on top today. Devin Blue becomes our 10th winner on the circuit this season, winning in Ohio. Gained some extra points, so those extra points do help out a lot. But the win today will move them to Championship 4. We'll see ya at COTA, Devin Blue. 21 races, 38 or 41 drivers rather, 38 making the field each race. That's what I was going for. It has all come down to 4. Tim Horton, Hillary Sanchez, Dylan Young, Devin Blue. This is the Championship 4, and this is Circuit of the Americas. Hello and welcome here to the season finale for the Carvana Wildcard Series. Here today at COTA, we've got NCN Road Course Analyst Austin Shaw.
What's going on?
And we've got Daniel Hummel here from the Pepsi Hybrid Series.
How are you guys doing?
They wanted commission of 20% of zero today. That's why they're here.
Hey, 20% 20%, right?
20% of zero, though.
I know, but it's still 20%, right?
Anyway, 22 races I mentioned. We have 4 drivers. What are your thoughts about these 4 entering this race?
They've made it this far. I mean, they're still going to be battling all out today.
You made the final 4. I'll go out and go out for that win. Try to get as high as you can. Get that championship.
You win the race, you win the chip. You win the chip.
Yes, that's what I agree with. These guys battled hard a lot. This is a very grueling schedule that we faced, and it's an even more grueling track here. Austin will show you in a second on the lap around the track. But what's interesting is there was a lot more road courses than you normally see. And on a stock car, road courses aren't the best tracks to run.
It's running a road course with stock cars makes it pretty fun, but it's
fun.
It's rough.
It's a challenge for these drivers. And it's just, now we finally get to see what, obviously the road course will now determine who will be the final champion. And Tim Horton has the advantage right now, starting in 4th. And it's only a 6-lap race.
Oh,
So
It's a long track, though.
it's a long track. It's 3.3-mile track. And we will finally get a tour of it real quick. So, Austin, are you ready for one last time here in the Carvana Series this season?
Let's go.
All right, we shall return in just a moment. Austin will take you for a lap around the track.
Here's a lap at Circuit of the Americas, aka COTA. Long front stretch, hard on the brakes uphill to turn 1. Up the gears through the S's on the track. A right, up a little stretch, to a left, right, left, another right, Another left. Another right. Another left. And then another left. Onto a short chute that leads up to the backstretch. Hard on the brakes for a long left-hander. Up the gears onto the backstretch, one of the longest parts on the track and one of the fastest parts of the track. Hard, and I mean hard, hard on the brakes. Down the first gear for a left-hander. Up the gears, the second and third for hard on the brakes for a right-hander. And then another right, and a left, a long sweeping left, out of the brakes, up the gears. We come into the carousel, a long sweeping right-hander. Want to keep by the curb, out to the left side, and then hard on the brakes again for a left-hander. And we're coming up to the final corner of the track, a left-hander, up the gears, and that is a lap at Circuit Americas, aka COTA.
Alright guys, here we go. The starting grid is on the left-hand side of your screen. Guys, with this Championship 4, who do you have your eyes on?
I'm going with the 38. I mean, the team, Braun Racing is like a powerhouse team. I'm going with Dylan Young.
I'm going with Dylan Young too. I mean, a fast car here all year long. I'd hate to see him not win the championship.
He was very close to that regular season championship, and that's for sure. My eye is on that 87 of Devin Blue. He has led a lot since the end of the regular season. I like this underfunded team. I always like the small teams here. He's the second fastest of the Championship 4. There's a lot of racing to be had. It could very well happen for him. We shall see, as I believe we're coming up toward the start-finish very soon. Anyway, keep in mind, you win the race, you win the championship. We have not seen that in Jello Cup Series history. Don't think of it as a safe bet today.
If it's like a non-playoff driver wins the race, you got to finish as high as you can out of the Championship 4, and you're the champion.
Yeah, and the one guy who will have the tiebreaker in this race, if it came down to it, is Devin Blue in that 87 because he was your regular season champion. Pace car is off though. Daniel, it's your call.
Love turn, I believe, 17. Down the front stretch, and I guess I cut the start finish line. That is in Formula 1. And the final race of the Carvana Wildcard Series is green. The long front stretch. Longer front stretch than I thought it was.
This first turn is
Oh, I thought
very wide.
uphill and to the left.
Yep.
Oh, it turns a blind corner.
Here we go. The 01's up to third. Keep an eye on him.
Here comes, he's going for second.
He's going for everything here. Tim Horton, he knows what's at stake today. And he's wasting no time. Keep in mind, the passing is going to happen early. Anyway, Hillary Sanchez is also back there. She's another safe bet, I think, for this championship.
No, she's got a fast car. These playoffs.
She's got to catch up to that 01 though.
Yeah, this 01 is going to catch the 6 here, maybe force the issue. You shall see they go straight line down this long stretch here. Just look at it, they are all single file. This is complete opposite of what we've seen this season. We've seen guys try to force 3 and 4 wide.
They're just trying to relax for right now.
I think they all just want to finish the season with non-wrecked race cars.
Wouldn't you?
Very true.
Finish the season on a high note.
Yes, and that's what the 6 of Mike Miller is hoping for as well. He's still leading as we go through a few of the final corners, it looks like. Here we go through the S's here, it looks like. You see there, the 6 is able to gap that 01 just a little bit. As we go down the front stretch, and Mike Miller will lead the opening lap. Alright, guys, the question is, can the 01 catch the 6?
You're possible.
Here.
You're possible.
It's still a long way to go, so.
Yeah, it looks like he's maintaining a gap. Back behind him, we mentioned the 07 of Hillary Sanchez. She's currently got 6. And she's under pressure for that position. That is Tony Green in the 2. Not one of your championship 4. And then just a few back is Devin Blue in 9.
Dan Hummel on 8.
And Dan Hummel in 8. He's going to put the pressure on him here.
Block! Block!
Hey, this is a championship race, my friend.
Hey,
He's not
every
gonna.
point counts.
He's not gonna take too kindly to that one.
Nah, I don't know. I'll see through in the championship for, so I guess I gotta be nice. I have nothing to race for here, so.
Yes, that's true. The 6, though, not gonna let the 01 go by easy.
60's catching 01.
And the Roush guy, he's in a Roush sandwich right now.
60 looks bad.
Yeah, that 60 looks pretty quick, and he's gonna stick his nose in there. Not quite. The 01 is not gonna let him go that easy. The 01 has control of the Carvana Championship right now. Here we go. We gotta wonder, when will we see the pit stops?
Could we go all the way?
That's the other question too. It looks like the 6 gets through some of the corners just a little bit faster than that 01, but really he's not gaining a whole lot. The best a Championship 4 driver has finished in Jello Cup Series history is 2nd. That is where Tim Horton is right now.
He's just trying to close it on Mike Miller here.
The other thing is, could he be backing off, knowing he has a 3-second advantage over the next Championship 4 driver, and also 3 cars between him and the 07.
Honestly, if I'm him, I'm not trying to push it right now, unless the 07 starts gaining position. The 07 starts gaining positions, you have to make a move on the 6 car. Right
Yeah.
now, he can stay back a little bit. He has the championship in his hands right now.
Yes, it's his to lose right now. But the other thing is you want to keep the 60 behind you, I would assume, because even though the 60 is not battling for that championship, you know, that's another card that's a cushion right now.
Oh, absolutely.
And say that 07 has a long run car, that's going to wreak some havoc on this 01 team.
Oh, one's trying to catch up a little bit.
Yes, here he comes. But like I said, he's caught up in these corners, but once we get to the straightaway, he just has no answer.
Coming to halfway.
Yeah, we'll be coming to the halfway mark this time.
Will they pit? There as well.
Here we go. This is where the 01 sort of loses a little bit of time.
If they pit, they should be dropping in right about now, and
And they
are.
will. Yes, Austin called it. Pit stops.
This could be make or break for that 01 car. If he has a good stop, then he should be good to go.
There has got to be a lot of pressure on this 01 team, I can imagine. How much pressure is on them to perform on this pit stop?
A lot.
I mean, because this is the championship pit stop right here.
He does well in the pit stop. He might just have the championship.
Left sides only.
He's going for it. Wow, that's
He's staying a little bit.
Oh, they're being sure to fill it.
60's out first on 1 second. He's got this one in the bag. Where are the other drivers?
It's his to lose.
It is now the 01s to lose.
Oh, she.
Hillary Sanchez.
Picked up a couple positions. Oh, the old one's in the grass.
Oh boy, now the 01 trying to put the pressure on the 60.
The 6
To the inside, this is a tight move. The 60 is giving him no room.
There's 01
to
to
the
lead.
lead.
Yeah, the 01, Tim Horton, takes the race lead.
That's exactly what he needs here. If you just hold off that 60 car, it's a cushion.
He's got a ton of space from
Yeah.
first to third. We got
They were literally, you could put a piece of paper between those two cars. That's how close they were.
I can imagine that the 01's going to have a few words for that 60 over the radio, saying, you know, tell your spotter that this is for a championship. He needs to get out of the way.
this is his race to lose. He's got
In
a
mind.
humongous.
No, it's more the 01
Oh, yeah.
getting into 60.
Well-
More than the 60 getting into 01.
Yeah, but I think the 01 is ultimately also going to see this as, he didn't give me any room.
That's true.
And if that's the case, you know,
01 is gone.
yeah. Like I said, in the drivers' meeting, these guys were told the Championship 4 battle to stay clear of it. Give these guys some room to race. You know, no blocking, you know, like no intentional blocking or wrecking.
That was the move of the race and maybe the move of the season right there.
Yes, it is. Hillary Sanchez is doing everything she possibly can.
Look at how fast that 01 is.
Yeah, he pulled away.
I'm
By
wondering if
easily a
he's
few
having
seconds.
a problem off the pit road because he just does not look like he's up to pace.
You know what's
He's about to
funny?
pass by 96.
You know what's funny is they went 4 tires on that stop. Everybody, or the 01 went 2 tires.
I'm wondering if the 60 has a problem.
Oh, he's about to get hooked.
He's really slow right now.
Holding up the 07, that's going to help the 01.
Look at how slow these guys are going. I'm wondering if there is a problem with the 60.
Yeah, I'm wondering if,
Yep, nothing's wrong.
if he moves to the inside, he's going to
Back to the
pit.
road.
Now he's got it. 01, he's
gone.
He's gone.
Like I said, it's his to lose.
2 laps to go. And just, let's take a look at this gap.
6 on 7 seconds.
7 seconds to Hillary Sanchez.
You have to hope for caution actually, so never mind.
Now, if this was a tiebreaker between Hillary Sanchez and Tim Horton, this gets a little dicey, because they both, I believe, only have 1 victory on the season.
Wouldn't
Go by average finish, probably.
I think we go by most recent win in the series,
Which
and
would be Tim Horton.
yeah, I believe that would be Tim Horton in the
Who
01.
wins this race.
Well, I mean, like, if the 01 happens to fall back and loses that lead, or falls right behind Hillary Sanchez.
Let's not jinx it.
Yeah, we don't want to jinx it. But obviously, that fear in the back of his mind, you know, he's probably nervous talking to his crew chief saying, hey, are you sure we got enough fuel? Because if that 60 had some problems, we could have the same issues.
Now let the 07 is hoping that he's gonna have an issue.
Yeah, the 07 absolutely sitting there hoping that.
coming to the last lap of the season.
Yes, will we see a pit stop? Because if we do, this could change this championship battle drastically. And yeah, it could.
There, so.
And the other thing is, if that 01 runs out, this is a 3-mile track.
He ain't making it back if you go
Yeah.
all the way out.
Yeah, he will not make it back around if that happens. So, that's probably why he's super nervous.
Alright, coming
Hang
down the
out.
front stretch.
1 lap left in the season.
Yes, we come to the white flag. It looks like he lost a little ground there, but I think they can spare it.
They have a lot to do.
White flag is out. 1 more lap to go for the 01.
3.5.
Wow. 3
Oh
seconds.
boy,
Oh,
this
boy.
gap is closed, but like I said, I don't think there's much fear for the 01.
Wow, you're gaining 3 seconds a lap. Wait till you get the tail end of the draft. This could be interesting. If they can catch up to him.
Yeah, but the other thing is he can lose that position to
I wonder
96.
if maybe the 01 saving fuel will slow down a little bit.
That's very possible. You look there, that gap is still closing.
He's closing a lot. That's
He lost
96.
6 seconds.
Oh boy.
No.
But like I said, he could spare that position to the 96. He cannot spare that position to the 07. And actually, he could if it comes down to a tiebreaker, because we will have to go and take a look at this.
Half of that lap.
Down through the hairpin. One last time through the hairpin. And down the long backstretch.
Yeah, he's going to have to get a good launch there. You see, though,
I wonder if that 96 might have a draft there.
I don't think he does. That's a little
I think
bit
it's
too far.
A little late for
Maybe from the 07,
Look,
but even that's a bit of a
So we've got
stretch.
I was counting about 2 seconds on that flyby right there. So I think he has this. I think Tim Horton has this in the bag.
It would take a royal screw-up here for him to mess this
Oh, he
championship
gained
up.
a lot through that turn.
Oh boy, is the 01 planning to pit?
If he pits, it's over.
He pits. He is going to be beyond furious at his pit crew.
Or if he runs out.
Here comes the 96.
Oh boy, the
96
96 is going to make it a race.
Through the carousel one last time. Less than a mile left.
Oh boy, here we go. He's on the bumper.
Man, he gained up a ton here. He's going to make a run for that
that's
final
Oh
turn.
boy, here we go, the final turn.
He's going to make a run through that final corner. He's going to go right to the left side. He's going to make a run.
Here we go. To the left
To the outside.
outside,
Oh boy.
side by side.
Another small.
We're going down the front stretch.
96.
The 96,
Oh,
Damian Blue, on a last lap pass,
Wins the
wins the race at COTA. But
Who's the champion?
it's not the champion. The 96, Damian Blue, another win on the season,
Oh, wow. That's probably...
pulls it off. However, despite Tim Horton, and I'm sure he's pissed that he lost that kind of a lead, but that's all going to get overshadowed as Tim Horton is your Season 1 Carvana Wild Card Series champion. Congratulations to that 01 team. A job well done today. A job well done all season.
A great car he had all year.
No, 7. Almost
Yeah.
got there. But a
Oh.
little too late.
As you know, the top 30 was drawn at random to be locked in to the field. All three, or both, of the Johnny Davis cars ended up being the last ones drawn to get in. So they had to qualify the first 3 races, and I thought for sure this would have taken them out of the championship. That only made this 01 team and this 0 team fight harder.
Nothing like the storyline behind the championship.
Absolutely. And their perseverance pays off today. Congratulations to Tim Horton. Let's take a look at your results. So your top 10. Austin, I think you got some bragging rights on Daniel right there.
Oh, stop.
Hillary Sanchez comes home third. That is an agonizing defeat for them. Tim Horton second. Damian Blue is your winner. Austin Shaw fifth. Brandon Parker sixth. Mike Miller seventh. Audrey Baranowskis eighth. Casey Naneko ninth. Alan Rogers is 10th today. Devin Blue will finish third in this championship battle. Finishing fourth will be Dylan Young today. He falls short yet again, but these guys still have the Cup Championship to look forward to. At least Dylan Young does. I believe Hillary Sanchez is well out of that race. Tim Horton is not in the Cup Series. And then, yeah, Devin Blue might be out of it as well, if I'm not mistaken. But let's look through the rest of your results today.
No one else. Let's do the 07. I'm going to take it.
Oh, yeah. I don't think that was an attempt at a victory nudge. But anyway, congratulations to the 96 Damian Blue on the win today, and congratulations to the 01 of Tim Horton on the championship. We're going to show you your final standings this season. Daniel and Austin, thank you so much for helping me this season.
What a pleasure.
We hope to see you again. I'm sure we'll see Austin for many of the Cup Road courses coming up. And then Dan, I'm sure we'll see you coming up for a handful of races. Anyway, thanks for spending the Cup week off with us. We'll see you soon as the Cup Series returns tomorrow for Rockingham. Goodbye, everyone.